It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Clippers out in Los Angeles. For Los Angeles, this is a team that is reeling a bit. Hoping to start the year strong, they've had trouble communicating on both ends of the floor. Very little cohesion. They're hoping to pull things together tonight to try and turn the tide. And tonight, Danilo Gallinari takes the floor. Has the height of a power forward, the game of a small forward. Kenny, what does he give this team?
Scoring efficiency. You know, lots of threes, lots of free throws, lots of versatility.
Impressive skill level for his size. Can shoot from a standstill and put the ball on the floor.
That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with a call, and we will see y'all later.
It's the Milwaukee Bucks, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. The Clippers hoping to give a strong showing here for their home crowd. And, of course, John Henson. Without his presence, they'll have to overcome the hole there.
And it's a trade that it caught me a little off guard, I have to be honest, Kevin. He played such a big part for this team, and really the last guy I expected to see them move.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the Bucks' first All-Star since Michael Redd back in 2004. Now, the lefty Redd said, "I've never seen anybody like him. It's almost like he's from another planet. It won't be hard for him to attract talent here. I just want a ring, and they get a ring." Kevin?
And the Bucks just one title back in 1971. DA, thank you. Already, Brent, we've seen a changing of the guard of some teams where a new player is now the #1 option.
Well, I expected that this year we were going to have some of this take place. A lot of the reason why I would point to it is that you had 9 new coaches in the NBA this year. So there's going to be opportunity on some of those teams for somebody to take advantage of a new offense, a new way to play, a new way to get up and down the floor. And with that opportunity, some guys are taking full advantage of it.
I love the new opportunities, though, for some players that may have been pushed to the side a bit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I like the opportunity maybe for some of these teams to start changing some of the older guard with their squad, maybe come trade deadline. I think this year there's going to be a lot of movement come February because of those coaching changes.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Bucks, Giannis is down low with Lopez. Malcolm Brogdon out there at Bledsoe. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari outside. Shoots over Brogdon. Here's Gortat. Out to the right wing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Los Angeles with another miss. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Down low. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And Marcin Gortat, the Polish hammer, in the final year of a 5-year, $60 million deal. Greg, he's been worth every penny.
He has, but he turns 35 this season. He'll be motivated to earn that next contract, but now on the downslope. We may see his role evolve over the next few years.
That free throw missing.
And at the offensive end, Gortat probably doesn't get his due. He's got a lot of moves, and he can finish with either hand. And his work on the offensive glass is more than capable.
The Clippers last season really proving the value of the new two-way contracts. G League players who could step up and play a lot of time with the parent club.
I mean, the Agua Caliente, that's the name of their G League squad, was huge last year as the Clippers pretty much became the lab rats for how these two-way contracts were going to work, how you move players up and down between the rosters. And Doc found some real winners last year that came in and started a ton of games for Doc Rivers, and their contributions almost got them to the playoffs.
Here's Lopez. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Lopez kicks to Brogdon. Five to shoot. The wide open look here for Lopez. Off target with his three. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the paint. Here's Gortat. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one. And the defense is too.
And to Tecumbo. Good. And the assist goes to Middleton.
He's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor. But more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Here's Gortat. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, you got to like his choice right there to go hard to the rack. Took it right at the teeth of the defense.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Lopez outside. He dishes it to Bledsoe. And the three off target. Clippers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Back to Harris. Lets the three fly. The shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. It's tipped to the inside. Fades. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
I'd like to see how confident and effective Antetokounmpo could be from there. If he's got some room to shoot it, he really does need to fire away.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
No other way to put it. Defense was awful. Completely uninspired at that end of the floor.
Yeah, scanning the box score here, and you could just see the turnover differential failing to cause any sort of mistakes. And then on the offensive end, just a lack of focus.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. One-on-one fast break. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Good awareness from EB there. He knows that's his job. Get the ball to the open guys as the point guard.
Bradley kicks to Gallinari. Harris inside. Antetokounmpo defending. Back to Gallinari. Over Lopez. A nice shot by Gallinari.
And really, Gallinari makes that one look so easy. He knew before he got the pass he was going to launch that jump shot. He did just that.
Down low. And the jam by Bledsoe.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
No doubt. His success converting around the rim is largely due to the one thing he does better than most, and that is fly.
So it's the Clippers now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Clock is at 3. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
Shoots from 14. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Gallinari on the wing. Off target from three-point range.
Now, this is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible. Not getting anything to go.
Brogdon. Shots good by Bledsoe.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Clippers trail by 7. Outside Bradley. Pass to Harris. Back to Bradley. On the wing, Harris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Tobias Harris had his best season in 2018, a career year from the three-point line. And you saw how much just his value jumped in that time frame. A key piece and a key part of the trade last year with Blake Griffin.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Harris. And guys, Clippers coach Doc Rivers calls Harris a nightmare matchup. What do you think?
Well, especially when he slides from the 3 over to the power forward spot. He spaces out the floor and then can put the ball on the deck, on the drive, get in and create some opportunities.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
And here's Bledsoe. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Warriors in Oakland. Lopez kicks to Bledsoe. It's Brogdon on the wing. Gallinari covering. From deep. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Harris misses off the left iron.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm. And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
That one is off.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Harrell, he's checked in for Gortat. Patrick Beverly comes in for Bradley. Lou Williams is subbed in for Gilgeous Alexander. And he sinks the second. Brent, we're seeing a number of superstars sign shorter contracts with early opt-outs. Why have we seen that trend?
Well, I think in some of those cases, the players are knowing that the opportunity for a larger cap in the successive years, they want the opportunity to maximize their earning potential. So seeing a Kevin Durant or a LeBron James sign a one-year deal or a 1+1, it gives them the opportunity to cash in a year later for the type of contract that they deserve, the maximum contract allowed.
Here's Middleton after the basket by Los Angeles. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball. And Chris Middleton 2 seasons ago tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
Mike Scott's checked in for Los Angeles. And Bahamute comes in for Gallinari. And that one falls for Middleton. And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
Shots good from Mbah-a-Moute.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Scott against Hill. Passes it to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton, defended by Beverly. From deep. The Clippers grab the miss. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
Now, here's Scott. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Hill with it. And it's blocked by Scott, and he recovers it. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles. It's a 5-point game. And Baamute can't get it to go. Milwaukee's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. He gets it in there. Middleton's got 5 now.
Keep your eyes on the prize. Middleton did just that and sunk the shot despite getting roughed up a bit.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. The kick out to Williams. Over in the corner, and Baamute. And the miss, not the best shot selection there.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And the contested three is not your objective. One more, maybe.
Tony Snell's checked in for Chris Middleton. Here's Ilyasova. Off the inbound, no good. Clippers trail by 7. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Williams. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Pretty good mid-range player there. The touch from Lou Williams, especially in those kind of jumpers, that one's on the money.
Ilyasova with the ball. Now guarded by Harrell. Hill against Harrell. Maker, no one around him. Buries it from 3-point range. Maker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Williams against Hill. Lets the 3 fly, and Lou Williams hits from deep.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
And the dunk by Maker.
Like to see George Hill distribute to his teammates a heads-up play there.
The Clippers shooting looking a little out of sorts early, 37%. And Beverly kicks to Scott. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Hill. Back to Scott. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Wait, did you just say trickeration, GA? I think it's a size disadvantage there that he was willing to attack, but you have to develop that skill set and have counters.
And the Bucks with possession here after the basket by Los Angeles. Clock at 6. From deep 3-point range. And it's Connaughton missing.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Williams looking around. Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closely. They get it back. Harrell kicks to Beverly. No good with the wing jumper.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Hill against Williams. Let's go. Jump shot is good that time. Williams has got 7 points. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
To the wing on the left. Ilyasova against Harrell. Snell uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 5.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Hill against Williams. He kicks to Scott. Beverly for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
That's pretty good focus there from Beverly. He doesn't mind having the defense on him as long as he focuses on that rim.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 10 player with his skill set and physical tools, Greg. He can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Love the pace they're playing with. Anytime you can get your offense going without the defense setting up, got a huge advantage.
And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Ilyasova out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Hill. Then there's Maker. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. Brent, George Hill is a guard who has been as consistent as it gets from deep the last few seasons in the league.
Well, Hill's always been a good shooter since entering the league. Remember starting his career in San Antonio, so he showed off his wares alongside Tim Duncan in the post where he could spot up and gain his confidence. And the last 3 seasons for him, he's been over 40%.
First one falls for him.
And the athleticism that George Hill can bring to the point guard position makes him impressive. He does it so well on both ends, especially when he's engaged.
Both free throws good from Hill. There's so many great point guards in the league right now, Brent. Which of them do you think does the best job of running the pick and roll?
I think Chris Paul still heads up the top of my list for pick and roll operators. He's so devastating and has been for his entire career in the mid-range, just settling in at the free throw line and popping shots that seem effortless, and he's able to knock it down. Steph Curry is still at the point guard position, does so many unique things, Kevin, playing without the basketball and setting screens away from the ball to open up teammates, which eventually gives him opportunities to shoot threes. So divergently different, those two, but two of my favorites to watch.
It's Hill on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Over Harrell. And the shot is long. Clippers trail by 3. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. To the middle. Here's Maker. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in. Maker's got 7 points.
And Maker just needs to shoot the ball with consistency from that spot on the floor.
Amute finds Williams. Three-pointer on the way. Rebounded by Maker. Milwaukee leading by 5. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button. You wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title of president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, DA, he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you. And Los Angeles with some changes. Tobias Harris has checked in for Harrell. Alinari comes in for Mbamute. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Lou Williams. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in for Ilyasova. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Pat Connaughton. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for George Hill. Antetokounmpo with the bucket. 11 points in the game.
Tough to cover Antetokounmpo, especially this deep, and so good at using that length to shoot over the deep.
There's the pass to Harris. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it to Gallinari. 5 on the clock. Bradley, that's for 2. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And now it's a 9-point Bucks lead for the Milwaukee Bucks. They come in off the loss to Golden State. Pass to Gortat. Stolen by Bledsoe. Oh, and here comes Bledsoe all alone. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
It's still a blur. Bledsoe with some amazing speed on the floor, excelling at barreling into the defense to pick up the foul.
Eric Bledsoe, at one point, Brent, maybe the best defender in the league at the point guard position. Multiple knee surgeries later. Where do you think he stands now?
I think there's been some regression from what he could do athletically, Kevin. So now you have to start to rely on your skill. His offensive game has grown a little bit, and he's around a superstar. That should make it easier to set up some opportunities where he could be more consistent offensively, especially shooting the basketball.
And the first one at the line is good. Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
And Eric Bledsoe drops them both.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
And a quick look now at the best free throw shooting teams. The Clippers third.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
On the wing, Harris. Will it go? And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Gallinari. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And Gallo knows how to finish through contact. Excellent touch from there from the big fella.
Bledsoe outside. Pass to Snell. 6 to shoot. For 3, Brogdon. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Inside, Harris. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Now, Harris at 6'9" is a big body, and the defense has got to do a better job of pushing him outside the paint.
Now, here's Brogdon. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Shots good by Bledsoe.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Well, 10,000 hours of practice at work here, blocking out all distractions and just shooting your shot.
Here's Harris. 6 points for him. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. 3-pointers, Snell, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
They've also taken care of some of the details in this game, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here is Gortat, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Bledsoe left side. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. At the elbow, Gortat. And Lopez pulls it down. Bucks leading by 15. Puts it up. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Clippers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. In the corner, Bradley with it. Good on the three-point shot.
You got to keep an eye on Bradley, especially when he's looking to pull the trigger from deep. Better when he has his feet set.
Antetokounmpo against Harris. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Now here's Bledsoe. Not a lot of room. Passes it to Brogdon. Shoots over Bradley. And again, the Bucks miss. Clippers trail by 12. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot goes in.
Well, the Bucks with a superstar talent in Giannis Antetokounmpo. The critical decision this summer for selecting a new coach came down to a very qualified one in Mike Budenholzer. And with all the options out there, 9 coaching changes, I think that Bud saw the opportunity in Milwaukee as being a great one to push this team a little bit forward. The talent on the roster tantalizing enough for him to head to Milwaukee after his stint in Atlanta.
And the Clippers call time here. And Mike Budenholzer, the 2015 Coach of the Year, 4 titles, Brent, as an assistant in San Antonio. How do you like the fit for him now in Milwaukee?
Well, I think that the players are going to really enjoy the attention to detail that Coach Bud and his entire staff who are coming with him will put into place. There's an efficiency with which they'll get the work done, and they're going to have to be thinking on their feet, learning a new offense and some things fundamentally on defense that he'll get them excited about.
It's stolen by Bradley. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Bledsoe looking it over. Lopez passes to Middleton. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Middleton's got 7 points in the game.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gortat finds Gallinari. Good D by Bledsoe.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
The league and players union, Brent, both have expressed supporting guys who express their views and social concerns. You like that?
Well, I think it's amazing the way the league has backed some of the avenues with which players have used their voices.
Embraced.
Well, extending well beyond just saying things, Kevin, because we know actions speak louder than words, and there are so many guys around our league that do important philanthropic work. But the fact that the league supports all of those things, the fact that you see Adam Silver show up at some of these events, or that there's press releases from the league office about some of the things guys are doing, there's amazing cohesion when it comes to the league and its players, because they understand that everything that they're doing has such a significant impact in the communities in which they live in and around the game with which we all love.
Well said. And here is Brogdon after Avery Bradley was able to get the triple. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The lead now cut to single digits.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Gortat. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Harris. And Bahamute's checked in for Gallinari. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Bradley. Milwaukee also making some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe.
Well, the Bucks, this is a franchise that for a long time just was treading water and chasing after a 7th or an 8th seed on the back end of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Not so much anymore. With Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the charge, the opportunity for the Bucks to do some damage in the playoffs is here.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now here's Beverly. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Over in the corner, Mbamute. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Bucks leading by 11. And there's the pass to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Hill. Tries it from the top of the key. Good on the jump shot. And the Bucks lead by 13. Here's Beverly. He's got 5. He kicks it to Harrell. To the paint. Here is Mbamute. That one misses. Great D that time from Middleton.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
Now here's Beverly. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
And mistakes, guys, this quarter have translated to 9 points at the other end.
Williams, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Williams. Outside Hill. 1:27 left now here in the second. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Beverly. Can they get it? Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Kept alive. That one drops for him. Ilyasova's got 7 points in the game.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Here's Beverly. He's got 5. Ball's knocked loose. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. Makers checked in for Milwaukee. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 19.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Hill has the open look, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
It's Williams with the drive and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, there are certain players who just seem to have a knack for putting the ball in the basket. Lou Williams is in that category.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
And what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
And so he hits both.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Got a piece of it.
Can't be lazy around Patrick Beverly. He's going to get you down low with hands. That time, he blocks a shot.
Williams passes to Scott. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 4 assists in the game. Williams against Hill. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Over Harrell. A rare miss for him.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Your defense has been very good. Why has that happened?
Well, you know, I think our guys are committed on that end. Everybody's active, everybody's covering for each other, and we know how important it is.
Mike, we'll see if it continues in the next quarter. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 19 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Their ability to get into the paint and get to the rim has been deadly, constantly attacking the basket. It was clearly their intention right from the start to pound it inside as much as possible. And I don't see them straying from that strategy in the second half. It's going to be another paint-based attack.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Well, it's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to figure out, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Welcome back, everyone. There he is, the one and only Magic Johnson, whose statue stands just outside Staples Center. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Clippers trail by 18. Gallinari and Harris, your small and power forwards. Gilgeous-Alexander and Bradley pair up at the 1 and the 2. And it's Gortat in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the shot clock. And it goes down 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Los Angeles. And so it's Milwaukee now. 22 is their biggest lead. Middleton against Harris. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Passes to Lopez. It's Brogdon on the wing. Shoots over Bradley. Second chance shot. Antetokounmpo.
And that reach is just ridiculous. Giannis easily beating everybody to the ball and then sends it back.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Bledsoe. Gallinari outside. Out to Harris. Over Middleton. That's good from Harris on the assist by Bradley. 8 points for Tobias Harris.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Bledsoe. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Wow, the energy from Bledsoe in this one, excelling at turning on the Jets. and getting to the basket.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. Gallinari surveying the D. Gortat finds Bradley. Back to Gortat. Lopez with the steal. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Bledsoe. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The shot's good. Bradley's got 10.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Bledsoe outside. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Takes it from 10, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, with the departure of Chris Paul and the trade of Blake Griffin, the Clippers deciding on a new look and a new direction. The era of Lob City, I think, officially has come to a close.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Golden State. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, there's Los Angeles, 6.5 games behind them.
You know, for Los Angeles, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
Still some chances to find some positive as the season comes to an end. Even if it's not a playoff spot, just some kind of forward momentum heading into the offseason.
Bradley can't get it to go. And from 2011 to 2017, the Lob City Clippers, as they were called, 50 wins or better pretty much every year.
It was a great team. It just did not have the kind of luck, and trust me, there is luck involved, needed to get themselves to an NBA Finals. A record 6 straight playoff appearances for them. Took a series lead only to be eliminated, and then a lot of frustration set in because things didn't go the right way. And now a lot of guys not here for the Clippers moving forward.
Stolen away.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
2 points. That one goes. Gallinari's got 6.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Antetokounmpo against Harris. The 9-foot shot, and good that time. Antetokounmpo's got 23.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Kicks it to Harris. The dish to Bradley. Shoots over Brogdon. Here's Gortat. Second shot opportunity. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
Tony Snell's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. Both free throws good from Gortat.
Amazingly, the Bucks, one of the slower teams in the league last season in terms of their pace. And when you're talking about a team with tremendous length and athleticism, you think that maybe speed would come along with it and that they get out and thrive in transition. Not the case last year.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 9. Lopez, no luck. Harris against Antetokounmpo. Here's Gallinari. Milwaukee with the rebound. 22 is their biggest lead. And the Bucks, still a top 10 offense last season, got to the line in bunches.
They got to the line, got into the interior, got into the paint, but their outside shooting is still a concern, Kevin. When you're down a lot of points and you need to stretch out the defense to come back in games, it's not something that they could do last year. So maybe looking to pick up a few guys on their roster to help expand the 3-point shooting game.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. And the foul on Avery Bradley. And that'll be his third foul so far. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 16-point lead. Lopez left side. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Lopez has got his first 2 points.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it. You cannot give players that kind of positioning, and the defense also late in trying to alter that shot.
Here is Bledsoe. Gallinari making his last shot. Bledsoe kicks to Snell. There's the pass to Middleton. To the inside. Here's Bledsoe. Gortat with the rebound. Clippers trail by 16. To the paint. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Lopez, no luck.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
And it's the Clippers with the ball, following the miss by Brook Lopez. 5 to shoot. Back to Harris. From outside, off the mark.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, what a dunk by Giannis.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. Gallinari finds Harris. Over onto Antetokounmpo, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. In the corner, Snell with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clippers trail by 18. Inside, from 10 feet out, Gortat, and that one, good. Gortat's got 7 points in the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 25. Lays it up off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 18.
Yeah, it's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
Now here's Bradley. 10 points for him. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Snell, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Bradley passes to Gallinari. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, that's a good job by Avery Bradley, recognizing that he had an open teammate and get it to him in a good position.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Brent, a major pivot for the Clippers last season, trading away the most important player in franchise history, Blake Griffin.
Well, the front office made mention of sustainability and production over cost, and felt like it was the right time for them to move on. The size of that max contract, the injury risk of Blake Griffin and what's happened and transpired the past couple of seasons convinced them that they might be able to clear that out of the way, get some flexibility, and rebuild the roster in the way that they wanted to moving forward.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Harrell, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Bahamute comes in for Gallinari. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Bradley. Lou Williams is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Clippers have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One shot, find the lanes.
That's good from Harrell. Brent, Montrezl Harrell out of Louisville came into the league as an energy player, but he can score as we're seeing in bunches.
Well, I think with starters minutes, he might give you a few 20-point nights, but mostly his impact has been huge with energy and effort coming off the bench. in constant motion around the rim and a great finisher as well.
Here's Hill. The Clippers getting the bucket. Pass to Connaughton. It's back to Hill. From the arc. No good from Connaughton. Clippers trail by 11. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Sweet Lou Williams came into the NBA straight out of high school. I don't think a lot of people remember that back in 2005. The former 45th pick has more than exceeded his selection spot over the course of his career, last year winning the 6th Man of the Year award.
That's good from Williams. And you look back on Lou Williams going in the second round, pretty surprising considering, Brent, he accomplished so much in high school just in the Atlanta area.
Yeah, the National High School Player of the Year, a state title, and he graduated as the second all-time leading scorer in the whole state of Georgia. He continues to fill it up in the pros. He's unstoppable at times.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Bucks leading by 9. Hill kicks to Connaughton. Hill passes to Connaughton. Hill against Williams. 6 to shoot. Now here is Hill. Not a lot of room. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul. On the wing, Hill. He's defended by Harrell. And the basket by Hill. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. 11-point game. Outside Williams. He kicks to Gortat. Williams finds Gortat. Milwaukee with the rebound. Maker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hill against Williams. Pass to Maker. 3-pointer on the way. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's Clippers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And it's good for 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
1:33 left in the third. Williams with the steal. Passes it to Beverly. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the miss by Lou Williams. Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closely. Down low, Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Bucks leading by 7. Hill kicks to Snell. It's back to Hill. Fires the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Hill's got 12 points in the game.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made 1 in the first half. Now he has 1 so far in this half. Look out.
Now here's Williams. 11 points in the game.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
The Bucks have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Ilyasova.
Ilyasova, with the height of a big man, he's very much at ease and has a great release.
Mike Scott's checked in for the Clippers. The Bucks also with the sub. Brogdon's checked in. Well, for the Bucks in 2017, Brent, disagreement over front office candidates, a divided leadership structure. If you're on that roster, how much of those kinds of things concern you?
I don't think the players are worried about that at all, because what you have now is a new voice in the locker room. You're going to have to learn a lot of new language, new offense, new defense. And that's enough to make you think just about basketball and not the business of basketball, Kevin.
And the first one at the line is good. And Mba Amute drops them both. Harrell against Antetokounmpo. Over Harrell. The jumper from the free throw line is good. And that's now 29 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And so it's Milwaukee up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Let's do it again for this quarter. 0-0. Same effort, same mentality. Keep pushing it. Keep moving the ball. Keep cutting.
Well, Mike likes how they're working the ball right now.
And, you know, Coach highlighted it's a brand new quarter. They need to play with the same fire.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Ilyasova out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's George Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the three.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now here's Brogdon. Ilyasova passes to Connaughton. Back to Ilyasova. Rebound by Harrell.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. To the inside. It's tipped.
Well, he was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half. He's had a bad case of the butterfingers here in the second. Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
Beverly against Brogdon. And Beverly kicks to Williams. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, that's a good call. Just keep arguing with the officials because they change that call all the time. Not.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, guarding Antetokounmpo is really difficult because of how awkward he can get around the floor and how much space he can take up.
Clippers trail by 14. Williams kicks to Beverly. Back to Williams. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
How about the focus there from Sweet Lou? Simply incredible at finding ways to convert through the contact.
Patrick Beverly grew up in the west side of Chicago. He said it was a pretty rough high school to go to, Brent.
John Marshall Metropolitan, and he was the head of a 1-2-2 full court press where he just racked up a bunch of steals. Can you imagine just not getting the ball ever over half court? That's because Patrick Beverly was up there playing defense.
Shooting one.
And that one falls for Williams. The Milwaukee Bucks looking to move the needle with their new head coaching hire. If you're in that role, Brent, what changes do you make?
Well, I think the team just needs to find a little bit better cohesion on the defensive end. They tried a lot of things schematically last year that I don't think they were as connected as they needed to be there. And as far as personnel goes, they're really lacking some consistency from outside on the perimeter, their perimeter shooting. I know Tony Snell had a decent year, but there's not a lot of three-point attack from the Milwaukee Bucks. It makes it tough for them to score.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
You think about a coach looking into the eyes of one of his players and telling him to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and all the things that he brings to the table. That's a long night of restlessness before you match up. Press up on him, he'll blow by you in transition. He's at the rim in 2 dribbles. Tough to stop that kid.
And he's good on the second. Antetokounmpo covers so much ground, Brent. He can almost go the entire length of the court in 2 dribbles.
Well, once he gets around towards the rim, his reach can make it seem like defenders aren't even there. Not just one defender, but multiple defenders. So it's unfair already, and you add that athleticism to what he can do. Wow, unstoppable offensive force.
He's off on the first. And the Clippers making a change here. Gallinari's checked in. And the second free throw, good. And it's Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 13. Outside Bradley. There's the triple. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way. 22 is their biggest lead.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Yeah, the muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Scott. The Bucks also with the sub. Eric Bledsoe is checked in for Hill.
One shot.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Bledsoe against Bradley. With some arc, it's tipped.
Ilyasova not known for his defense, but with the length he has on those arms of his, he got to the ball.
Harris finds Harrell. Now Williams, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Trying to cut into this lead. Bad time for a miscue.
Yeah, they may have some ants in the pants right here. You just have to take what the defense gives you.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Lopez, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Bucks leading by 15. Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Middleton can't get it to go. Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Brogdon with it, now guarded by Bradley. And Lopez has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 16.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
It's Harold, top of the key. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dishes to Harris. Shot clock at 6. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Tobias carved out a bit of space, owned that real estate, and a nice aggressive finish.
For 3, Middleton, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Offensive rebound. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Bledsoe. Harold dishes to Gallinari. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Yeah, the first half was really tough, but he's really rounded the corner here and been fantastic shooting the ball here in the second half.
Now Bledsoe back to Middleton. Shoots over Bradley. Middleton can't get it to go.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. The defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
The pass to Gallinari. And it's off from 3-point range. Middleton against Gallinari. And Middleton kicks to Bledsoe. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Bledsoe going to the inside has no problem at his size getting in and drawing contact.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Bledsoe so athletic and so explosive. He just continues to get better in a lot of areas out on the floor.
Bledsoe hits them both. Clippers trail by 19. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot from 16. Harris misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
Well, Chris Middleton is such a versatile scorer, and because he has the ability to put the ball down on the floor, sometimes defenders are not as willing to close out to him, but last year was in the 74th percentile in spot-up jump shots. He can be devastating from there.
And he knocks down the first one. And Middleton can hurt you from anywhere. But his mid-range game, Brent, his mid-range game stands out.
Yeah, people don't really realize how effective Chris has been from the mid-range. He's up there with Kevin Durant statistically in some of the numbers. And the fact that he's got that long frame, any switchable defender that's smaller than him gives him the immediate advantage.
This is the second year with the sponsored patches on the jersey, advertising more or less. Have you gotten used to seeing those things?
Yeah, I think it was no problem last year.
They're small, they're unintrusive,
some
right?
teams did some really cool creative things with the color schemes, and I don't think we've seen the last of that, Kevin.
We see it in European games on their jerseys.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to recognize the number with how many advertisements are on the jerseys.
Or
but
billboard.
Yeah, I don't think we're done with it yet.
Stolen by Middleton. Oh, and here comes Bledsoe all alone. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 4th assist in this one.
Tough to match up with Eric Bledsoe. He's incredible at slicing up the D, especially using the bounce.
Now, here is Gortat. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Gortat. Just 5 on the clock. No good again that time.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Count that bucket. Middleton's got 10 points here in the second half.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And it seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Well, he's had ankle troubles and knee surgeries. Last season, a gluteal tear. And over the course of his career, injuries seem to be more of a part of what Danilo Gallinari's story is about in the NBA. Hopefully he'll find some health this year.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Marjanovic checked in for Gortat. Mike Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Robinson's checked in for Avery Bradley. And Teodosic subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here is Hill. Defense right on him. The tray buries it from 3-point range. And Gallinari an efficient score if he can just, Brent, stay healthy.
Yeah, the optimism seems to be waning with regards to that. Over his 10-year career, he's played about half of the games, and you're paying him a pretty good sum of money. That's a tough pill to swallow if you're an owner, but as a fan, you root for him to be out there and have some success.
And the basket by Hill.
Well, sometimes being long and athletic can help you finish through contact. George Hill with a great job there.
Here's Teodosic. Lets the 3 fly. And Gallinari with the 3. Gallinari's got 7 now in this quarter.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Hill looking around. Here's Snell, guarded by Robinson. Brown, good.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire 4th quarter.
Yeah, not a bad time to be ripping the nets from distance, piling up some major points here.
Here's Teodosic. To the middle. Lopez with the steal. And the call will go against Milos Teodosic. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Game is so wide open now, Brent. Such a great pace. Does that put more strain on bigger players physically?
I think it's putting strain on everybody. Yeah. I think last year we saw
regardless of size.
Yeah, injuries to every position, the key guys at every position. I think that some of the physical motions that players have to perform in games because they're covering more ground and in susceptible positions. It's happening to everybody. The issue with the big guys, Kevin, is they're not playing. Less of them are getting more important time on the floor, so it's a strain on everybody.
Clock at 4. Hill passes to Lopez. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Los Angeles has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Outside, Scott. Los Angeles with another miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Brown kicks to Snell. From 12 feet out. And it's off the back rim. No good. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Here's Hill. Banked in off the glass. Hill's got 9 points in the quarter.
You know, nights like this, George Hill can be aggressive. Sometimes coaches ask him to do that. Right now, he's got it going.
Looking to end the run. And Maker sends it back.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Robinson kicks to Mbamute. Robinson with it. Picked up by Brown. Robinson misses. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Mbamute with the steal. And here's the break. Here's Teodosic. Misses the 3. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And the call will go against Milos Teodosic. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And he makes the first, but misses the second. To the right side. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in.
Kind of asking for trouble. I know you want to pressure Teodosic, but if you lose sight of somebody else, he doesn't.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We getting out in transition, you know, trying to get defensive stops, and everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.